Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 20, 20th, Jesus Christ, 20th of April, 2019. Hope everybody had a great week. Um, it's a little dark outside. I think it's supposed to rain this for the next 2 days here in New York. I think it rained last night, I think. You know, it was nice, actually. It got up to like 74, I think, in New York. Really nice weather, but I think it's supposed to rain the next 2 days. But it is what it is. Uh, I remember I mentioned, I think, in a previous vlog that we had interviewed a guy a couple of weeks back, and they said they were going to make him a formal letter, but uh, he still hasn't officially started yet. I know I think they sent him a bunch of, I was expecting him to start work not this past week, the week before, but apparently I guess he has to fill out a bunch of paperwork and stuff, and of course pass the background check before he starts working. So maybe he's going to start this week coming up. Who knows? Because I know it's been a couple of weeks now since we did that interview with him, and he hasn't started yet. So uh, it is what it is. Uh, but soon we'll have another guy with us. So that'll relieve the work. It was been slow. It was Good Friday yesterday, of course, obviously. So we're kind of slowed down. So it was kind of a long day yesterday. Yeah. Because there was that many people in the building, so we didn't get that many jobs. So, but like I said, we got the weekend here coming up, and we got Avengers Endgame coming up next weekend, which I got my tickets for Friday. I'm taking off from work Friday. And by the time you see this, my next blog, uh, I'll have seen it at least twice because I got bought tickets for two showtimes on Friday, 8:30 a.m. on the regular theater, and then 1:15 at in the IMAX 3D theater at 34th Street. I'm going to see the 8:30 showing at 42nd Street at the AMC theater there, and then I'll have like an hour or something between showings, and then I'll go see it at 34th Street in the IMAX 3D showing at 1:15. Okay, so I'll be seeing it twice, and I've been avoiding because I know they said the footage somebody leaked footage, I guess, from a screening and stuff, which has spoilers in it. So I haven't seen any of that. So you know, hopefully I'll avoid seeing that by the time I see the movie and stuff. So like I said, so you know, you know, like I said, people live to spoil things. So uh, unfortunately, I was guilty of this myself one time when I think it was season 3 of the Flash. I think when we were saying who was who trying to guess who was Savitar, and then of course it was turned out to be yeah Barry Allen himself, a version of Barry Allen. I made a stupid headline saying Barry Allen's Savitar, which is stupid on my part. Yeah. Uh, so, but never again. Like I said, some people live to spoil things for other people, which is why. Uh, and I have a friend who's really cheap at work that doesn't go to the movies. He really basically downloads the movies, uh, you know, rather than going to the theater because he's cheap. And they're gonna have I think Avengers Endgame opens up in China first, I think, on the 24th. So he's gonna look to download it because somebody's gonna in China is gonna film it and then try to upload it on the internet, probably more likely, and then he's probably gonna try to watch it that way, which is stupid in my opinion. This is a movie that I gotta see on the big screen. Okay, certain movies just gotta see on the big screen. And like I said, I got my tickets already. I made sure I have an end seat. I hear pouring. I think that's rain. Hold on. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, that's rain. I kept hearing this this pitter patter thing on the against my window glass here. It's raining. Anyway, but anyway, what was it? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I got certain things I got to see in the big screen. Okay, and this is a movie that's was destined for the big screen. And I know, like I said, I'll do my usual thing. I'm gonna, I'll do a review without spoilers, and then I'll be with spoilers. And that spoilers review will probably be a good half hour or so, because I know I'm gonna talk extensively about it when I see it, and then hopefully I can do a hangout with a couple of fellow YouTubers and stuff. So hopefully I can do that as well, because I haven't done a hangout in a while. I'm supposed to do a hangout around Captain Marvel, but a couple of YouTubers are kind of flaked on us. So hopefully we'll get a couple of fellow YouTubers together, and we'll, maybe like 4 or 5 of us, and we can do a hangout, a nice long hangout about Avengers Endgame and stuff. So, but anyway, this coming Monday, I gotta come in early because one of the dudes that works and opens up normally, he's off on Monday, so I'm gonna open up for him Monday. So I gotta make sure I get to work early because normally I start at 8 o'clock, but for this Monday coming up, I gotta be there at 7 o'clock to open up. So I'll, I'm gonna leave my house. Normally I wake up like 5:50, and I leave my house at 7 o'clock. But I'll wake up I think around 4:30 on Monday, so I can leave the house at 5:30 and get downtown hopefully by 6:30 or 6:20, depending on the trains. So that way I have enough time to see what came in over the weekend. Hopefully it won't be that much because it's the Easter, the holiday weekend, so people won't be that much. But usually I like to get in there early and eat my breakfast and sit and relax and stuff. But this time I got to prepare and some opening up. Uh, I have to see what's came in over the weekend, what's left over and stuff, and prepare for the day and stuff until everybody else starts coming in. Anyway, that's enough of my job. So I'm gonna see the Curse of La Llorona, and that's it. I'm gonna see that today. I gotta watch Doom Patrol, exactly, because I didn't watch yesterday. I watched Blind Spot and The Blacklist. So I'm gonna watch Doom Patrol when I get back, and I gotta watch Gotham as well. I didn't get the chance. I forgot Gotham was coming back this week, so I didn't see because there's only one more episode left before it ends and stuff. And they really should have. Fox are really, they really should have gave Gotham a full season order. Giving us, I think, only 12 episodes this season. They really should have gave it the full. I mean, it was no final season. Should have gave it the full episodes. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, Game of Thrones is back, which I really enjoy. So the second episode will be tomorrow night. I'll be watching that. Supergirl comes back. God Friended Me, which is another TV show I watched. That ended. Season finale was last week, and it's coming back, of course, which I'm real proud of that one. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah. So look for my review later of Curse of La Llorona, and I got to review Doom Patrol, obviously, when I see that. Of course, my Blu-ray update and digital code giveaway, the next one. Got to film that as well. So, like I said, by the time you see the next video, next in bed blog, I'll have seen Avengers Endgame, and I'll have enough time to upload because, like I said, the movie's like 3 hours and stuff. Like I said, I got an end seat to right on the end of the aisle, so that way, in case I'm gonna try not to eat anything. Like I said, at least until like maybe 2 hours into the movie, so that way I don't have to go to the bathroom. If I don't have to, like I said, I've seen, like I said, the Lord of the Rings movie, the Hobbit movies and stuff, and I was able to hold it for those movies, which are 3 hours long. So I should hopefully be able to hold it for Avengers Endgame, which is like 3 hours and stuff. I think 3 hours and 2 minutes. So I should be able to hold it for that. So, but I'm gonna make sure I don't eat anything until like maybe 2 hours into the movie and stuff. So I don't have any reason to go to the bathroom. But in case I do, I'm sitting right at the end of the aisle, so that way I don't have to step over anybody and stuff. Because as much as I would love to sit directly in the middle. In case you have to go to the bathroom, I don't want to have to step over anybody and stuff. So that's why I'm going to make sure, and I'm also going to make sure when I go to the 1:15 showing. That's why I have like an hour and a half, I think an hour, whatever, between the movie showings and stuff. And normally I would think you should eat then, but maybe I'll eat something light. So that way, by the time then I'll just walk to from 42nd Street down to 34th Street to the theater and stuff. And so, I'll try to hold out, go to the bathroom until just before the previews start. Because the previews and stuff probably be 15, 20 minutes of previews and stuff. So, and then maybe go to the bathroom, then I'm in for the duration and stuff. So I should be able to hold out exactly. I know not to eat anything, so that way, because this movie's, like I said, it's 3 hours and 2 minutes, and I don't want to miss a minute of it. And I know that why I'm seeing it twice is because I'm going to be so jacked up the first time I see it, so hyped. That's why I have to see it again when I'm more relaxed. Okay, like I said, when I see it in the IMAX 3D showing, I'll be more relaxed. I've seen it, so I can breathe and know and just enjoy watching and concentrate and see exactly, try to look at everything exactly. Because I know the first time it's going to be so hyped for it. It's just going to, you know what I'm talking about. It'll be just so amped up for it. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to hopefully can do a hangout, hopefully next Sunday, with a couple of fellow YouTubers who hopefully have seen it by then. Okay, because like I said, it opens worldwide for the most part. Well, I think 26 for most of it, but very few, a couple of people like that. I think the UK they get it on the 25th, and I know China gets it on the 24th and stuff. So, like I said, hopefully I can avoid spoilers because people will spoil it and people are gonna upload it and stuff. So hopefully I can avoid all of that. Anyway, I hope everyone have a great weekend. Like I said, it's supposed to rain uh, for the next 2 days, I think. But I think it's supposed to be in the 60s, but it's just be raining and stuff. And it's like I said, it's raining now. So, but like I said, I'm off next Friday. So, like I said, look for those reviews because I'm trying to think if I should, because by the time I come out of the theater on Friday, the second time it'll probably be like 4:30 or so, 4:40, and I get uptown by like 5 something. So that's plenty enough time to record my reviews. So probably that Friday night I can record my spoilers review and spoilers free review that night. Yeah, that'll give me enough time. I'll have enough time to do that. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I think more likely I'm probably gonna see it again on Saturday. So I'll probably see it at least, like I said, at least 3 times that opening week. Okay, just because I'm gonna be so amped for this movie. And like I said, it's gonna be an experience. So, and I pray, and this is just my own personal thing, and I'll probably record a video about. I did record a video about what I think is gonna happen, which is on my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. But maybe I'll do that for this channel as well, a different video, and like maybe Thursday night or something, just so I can see, you know, I can look back and see if I was right about things and stuff. And I know everybody's expecting Captain America or Iron Man or Thor, maybe even those three to fight the big one and stuff. Especially I know the odds are really not good in Captain America's favor, especially because people think Chris Evans is not going to be in any more movies. His contract runs out. He's not going to be in any more movies. But I would like for him not to die, even though I know if he does die, it's going to kill me emotionally. And even if Tony dies too or Thor, that's going to kill me. But I would prefer, this is my own personal opinion, I would prefer that he just retires or something. I know it'll be a more emotional thing if he dies and stuff. He sacrifices himself, which is what I'm leaning to. If somebody put a gun to my head and say, "Who do you think is going to die or sacrifice himself?" it would logically be Captain America because that's the type of person that he is. He'll sacrifice himself for the greater good and stuff. And I know Tony has changed too as a character and stuff. But he just got married, and I think Pepper is supposed to be having his kid and stuff. So It'd be good if he just retired and just, enjoy married life with his kid and stuff. And then he could occasionally come back. And Thor, he has to rebuild Asgard and all that stuff with the remaining Asgardians and stuff. So hopefully he doesn't die as well. But I think a lot of people are leaning on Captain America to die, and I would have to say I kind of agree with them. Although, like I said, I would, because people are thinking that once he dies, they can pass on the mantle of Captain America to Bucky, the Winter Soldier, so he could be the new Captain America. But I'm thinking since they're having that TV show, it's going to be in a streaming service, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That maybe Cap doesn't die, maybe he just retires, and he can come back occasionally. Like that. That's what I would prefer, to be honest. Uh, I would love to have another Captain America movie because I love what the Russo brothers have done with the character of Captain America. And another fellow YouTuber had made a video about her favorite Avengers and stuff, and I did my top 10, and I put Cap as one, and mainly, like I said, because of, again, what the Russo brothers have done with his character, especially in the Winter Soldier movie, which I think is probably the best uh, outside of Infinity War and probably Endgame. I think Captain America, Winter Soldier is probably the best MCU movie. I just think it's a great movie because it's not only a great drama, it's a good like spy thriller and an action movie, and it's totally changed my whole view of Captain America. It just again, I think that's probably the best MCU movie to date, and I think those two movies that they directed. Well, I guess they directed three movies, the Russo brothers, Infinity War as well, but Winter Soldier and Civil War, which I loved again, and of course Infinity War, probably Endgame coming up like that. Just my favorite MCU movie, gotta be Winter Soldier, because I just absolutely love what they did with the character of Captain America. Just really made me enjoy the character even more. So, but anyway, I'm ranting. Okay, hope everyone have a great weekend. Again, look for my reviews of Doom Patrol, the next episode. Uh, uh, I gotta watch Gotham. I don't do a review of it, but maybe I'll do like once it's over, I'll do a season wrap up of Gotham and stuff because just one more episode to go besides the one I missed. So maybe I'll do like a wrap up video of that, of what I thought of the whole of Gotham as a whole, and so my Blu-ray update, digital program, my review of La Llorona. Okay, so those videos will probably more likely be up tomorrow morning on this channel. Okay, so hope everyone have a great weekend. Stay safe, be well. Okay, and this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.